finally make a move, I think of you and so give me all the stars.
Welcome back everyone, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Eston 4x4 Adventure Series. We're headed to Eston 4x4. Why, you ask? We are hosting our first ever Jimny Crusade, with the sole purpose of bringing the Jimny community together and doing some much needed camping and wheeling. When planning this event, we could not think of a better spot than Eston 4x4. Our journey in was nothing short of a spoil, with a beautiful sunset welcoming us into the farm. The Friday convoy consisted of myself and Warwick, and his family were behind me in their Hilux, only with diff lock, but they made it look easy. But also Eston 4x4 is accommodating for 2x4s, so head through there if you've got one. Once we arrived, we set up camp in the dark, we brewed and had a cold beer before having an early night. Morning rose and Lynton and Andy arriving on a very cold but beautiful morning, filled with jaffles and coffee. Oh yeah.
There. Yeah.
We all kicked back and enjoyed watching the Jimnies roll in. This event attracted Jimny and non-Jimny owners, which is also awesome to see because these Jimnies are getting so popular, and it's nice to see people coming out to see how they perform. I want to just give a quick shout out and mention to Eston 4x4. These facilities are top class. Don starting us off with a little bit of an introduction and letting us know what the day holds for us. After that, we all head back to our vehicles, buckle up and hit the trails. Lynton is up front, letting everyone know they should release the tire pressure before heading out on the trail. Everyone is buzzing to get out and test their vehicles. We've got a variety of Jimnies here, allowing everyone the opportunity to observe and compare on the track. These are the Jimny's elder but much larger cousins. Next across this river crossing is Richard. He's in his Gen 4. He's just kitted himself out with the Desol 50mm lift kit, and he's giving the kit a proper go this weekend. Let's see how it handles exiting this river. Plan B with Andy behind the wheel doing a great job. Alright, it's my go. I've got Warwick and Natanya in the car with me, but I'm keen to see how these BFs operate.
Now come straight. Go back a little bit. The ball, okay, there. Punch it, we got to find the front left here. Right, punch it and then say left. There we go.
Now, Brad, you're going to go up there. Hey, ball.
Go back a little bit. There you go. Now on it. Sit under your palm.
Check out Kevin and Leon showing what their rigs are made of. Right feet are not shy today, that's for sure. I also just want to point out that we've not driven more than 500 meters and we're already winching. Oh gosh, welcome to Eston. Heads up guys and girls, pump up the sound, you're going to want to hear this V8 goodness. As you can see, we've got an awesome crowd with us today. It's so kiff to see the community coming together and having a good time.
All the
Check out Silver Fox, 31-inch tires, 1-inch body lift and packed with personality. It's standing really nice at the moment. One thing's for sure, you cannot complain about wheeling in this weather. Myself as a photographer, blue skies, smiles all around and 4x4s, I'm having a jaw. Not sure if Lynton's creating a few new ruts or if he's making our lives a bit more difficult on the way back. But one thing's for sure, we are having such a good time in the sand. These jeeps make the sandy exit look way too easy, and sometimes it's really not. Especially for us Jimnies with smaller tires. Not to worry though, the guys have found an alternative route. We've got a nice rocky exit to tackle instead. Stock tires still doing the job here for Richard. That's kiff to see.
Turn it. Let the kid in it.
As you can see, there's a couple other locals at Eston that enjoy the river crossings. And here we go, our trip up the mountain begins. One thing's for sure, we're standing on top of this mountain, we're taking in the awesome views, we're chatting about the farm, but I think we're all super grateful for what 4x4ing gives us, the freedom and connecting with nature again. It wasn't long before we had all taken in the view, had something to drink, and ready for more low-range adventure. Let's hit it. Warwick and Lynton up to no good again, trying to capture good GoPro footage and failing horribly. Thanks guys. The boys managed to find the scenic route here, one of many at Eston 4x4. You could probably spend a good couple days playing here and never be bored. Alright, it's time for lunch, but for others, you've still got a gnarly obstacle to tackle in front of the campsite to end off the day, all thanks to Don. Grab a chair, we may be here for a while. Dan in this beast of a rig. It eats seaweeds for breakfast, but man, she's a machine. Aubrey deciding to join Lynton on this drive. Good luck, my friend. You're going to enjoy it. Some awesome flex on that suspension, doing the hard necessary work. Diesel showing Lynton the line here. Let's see how it works out. As you can see, the defenders are feeling like they missed out a bit. The 4x4 spirit is strong at Eston. I'm not sure if you can tell by the footage, but Don doesn't make this easy for anyone. It takes a team of guys, skilled drivers and some very capable vehicles to get through these obstacles. If 4x4ing is what you love to do, Eston is where you need to go, and Don is who you need to chat to, because he's going to put you in the most difficult positions, but you're going to love every second. Eventually, we winched a bit more, the Defender was through, and it was decided we're going to do a sundowner drive up to the mountain to close off an epic day one. Friends, family, 4x4ing and an ice cold beer. Can't complain really. Now we enjoy a golden drive back down to camp to start the fire and enjoy some good food. The cold was setting in, so we all decided to hit the tents and call it a day. Day 2 rose with a bitter cold, but we were determined. We had drivers arriving early, enjoying coffee and some jaffles again. We all prepped ourselves for a big day 2.
Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past.
First up, Don had a very technical rock call to stretch the legs for us.
What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need. What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not everlasting, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it, and I know a sad.
Travis and his girlfriend showing us how much right foot he's actually got in that vehicle. Go on, son. Aubrey, it's your time to show us how your stock is a rock. Gen 3 handles the Stanley River exit. You impressed me on day 1. Don't let me down on day 2, buddy.
Be surprised, eh?
Lynton coming with a little bit of motivation, and clearly it worked. How kiff is this SJ? A beast on BFs. Let's see how she handles this exit.
Yes.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. Have no regrets, yeah, I'm tired of my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you.
On our trip, we ran into local 4x4 fundy Brandon, who's more commonly known as Let's Get Lost. He found himself in a little bit of a muddy spot, up to his dips. Let's see how he gets himself out of this one. It's always cool to see guys out and 4x4ing, adventuring and having a good time, and one thing's for sure, Brandon lives that lifestyle. So if you are keen to follow him, I'll leave his details in the description below. Seems Lynton had found himself in a similar situation. Let's just sit back and enjoy this mud fight.
I'm a human being, covered them with tattoos so you can't see. Knew it from the start, you had problems with me, and the things I can be, I just decided to see. You already know, turn that to games, let my money show. I got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this like a piece of me. I feel these things, you already know. Turn that to games, let my money show.
Finally, Warwick can open his window and not be caked in mud. Eston is literally a playground for nature and 4x4 lovers. You cannot argue with that. There's obstacles every 30 meters, the bird life is stunning, and you're set in the middle of a nature reserve.
Yeah.
Rock sliders coming in handy here for Richard. Remember, radial cup protectors are always your first line of defense when it comes to any Jimny, but rock sliders more often than not do help you in your river crossings too.
It was that steep until someone got stuck going up it and then I went.
Check out the awesome view and time lapse you get as a driver going up to the viewpoint at Eston 4x4. Sit back, relax and enjoy.
Oh, really?
Okay, time to start heading down the mountain again, but what on earth could Don have in store for us next? Nobody ever really knows, but we're always excited. Aha, more mud, just for a change. Doesn't matter, we're still keen, let's go and do this. We're dirty already, may as well let it set in. Don, as you can see, is slowly leading the boys into this mud bath. Steady in, power out. Let's enjoy the mud.
Just watch out here, guys.
Aubrey's up next in his Gen 3. One thing's for sure, he hasn't been shy on tackling the obstacles this weekend.
Check that, just digging in.
No, he's not going to get further than where he is.
Full power.
You did better.
Now it's time to get out of here. If you want to learn how to get you and your rig out of sticky situations, do yourself a favor, come down to Eston, but don't forget your winch. You can learn everything you need to know and get yourself into every possible situation you can think of. As we close up the day and the video, we would like to thank you for tuning in and watching this episode. A big thank you to Don and the Eston 4x4 team for an amazing venue and a spectacular event. You guys always outdo yourselves. But most of all, a huge thank you to all of those who attended the event. It was great to meet you all, and we can't wait for the next one. Until next time, go 4x4ing, adventure, get muddy, get dirty. Cheers.